Hello, my name is Javannie Jacobs, and welcome to my capstone presentation, an integrative advanced generalist specialized practice in a rural context. I am here to present to you about an amazing organization that has been serving the Northeast, Harris, and East Montgomery counties since 1990. And that organization is called Humboldt Area Assistant Ministries, also known as HAAM. It's a faith-based nonprofit organization that aims to help financially struggling individuals and families achieve self-sufficiency. HAAM provides a safety net during financially difficulty situations caused by unemployment, illness, disability, old age. They offer a range of services, including food assistance through the food pantry, rental and utility assistance, prescription assistance, and job training. Their mission is to enhance the lives and well-being of the community by providing a high-quality social services. HAAM has made a significant impact on the community. They've helped just last year, they helped over 20,000 clients. That's an astronomical number to me. They have helped families avoid eviction, provided groceries to those in need, and even helped pay for medical expenses. Their efforts have not only helped those in need, but have also brought the community together by creating a culture of giving. So one of my favorite things to tell people is the fact that clients that have been previously helped will in turn, once they're settled and stable, will in turn donate back to HAAM, donate back to the food pantry, or they'll donate clothes or hygiene products, baby products. And I just think that's a real testament to the how effective HAAM is, that not only do clients achieve their goals and objectives, they also realize like they want to pay it forward too. And so I just think that is just a beautiful message for all of us. Okay, so agency mission. HAAM was founded in response to the demands of local clergy for a social assistance organization. 16 churches came together to establish this comprehensive social service agency. At the time in 1990, churches and schools were the only options to offer food pantries. And it was a real strain on those establishments. So there was a real need for a more centralized organization to provide resources to those in need. So as the community has grown and the population has grown, HAAM has grown as well. And so the primary goal is to help community members in crisis achieve independence, and be able to just help lift the community as a whole. Let's see, next. Agency goals and objectives. One of the primary objectives of HAAM, as I've mentioned, is to foster self-sufficiency among individuals that are experiencing low to moderate income in the community. HAAM currently serves the following areas: Humboldt, obviously, Kingwood, Atascocita, Crosby, Huffman, and Splendora. HAAM's target market are individuals and families, and that may include people that are experiencing homelessness, and people that are on the streets, and are hungry. And so they definitely try to go around the community and see people if anyone's in need, and let people know that there is a service that can help them, that can assist them. by offering a wide range of services and programs, HAAM is providing a comprehensive approach to addressing the needs of the community. One of the things that I laugh or love hearing the director at HAAM say is that she wants HAAM to be a one-stop shop. So people need to be able to look at HAAM and be able to get their, not just their basic needs met, but also their mental needs, counseling, if you have educational goals, what are those? And just not just like, feed people or pay their rent or your utility. The goal and objective is to uplift individuals in a well-rounded manner. Okay, so the social welfare policy I'm going to focus on right now is the TEFAP, also known as the Emergency Food Assistance Program. The Emergency Food Assistance Program provides food assistance to low-income households. And so what this does is it's a federal program that provides food to food pantries around the country, food pantries, food banks, and in turn, those food banks and food pantries redistribute the food to local communities. And it helps families be stable, not go hungry, maybe even be able to use the funds they would have used for food on other things. So it helps in that sense. So it's valuable. It's a very valuable, and there are many advantages to the TEFAP for HAAM, but it's also important to acknowledge the drawbacks and some of the gaps that the program doesn't fulfill. So the TEFAP, in order for an organization to be able to get that, they have to follow some certain requirements and who they are allowing giving that food to at the pantry. And so those kind of constraints kind of put some limitations onto who HAAM can help. And so that might be that, to me, I consider a drawback. Okay, let's talk about group organization community systems. As an organization like HAAM, they're dedicated to assisting people in need, and they employ the advanced generalist problem-solving method to solve complex social challenges efficiently. This means this means using the process to analyze the community needs, developing viable solutions, and executing and executing interventions customized to those unique needs. So HAAM supports various groups and organizations and systems, but for this report, I'm definitely going to focus on low income families units as a whole. And so, as I mentioned in my previous slide, HAAM addresses many challenges through advanced specialized solutions in a comprehensive manner. And so families benefit from the advanced generalist problem solving strategy because it tailors solutions to their needs. Specific interventions that HAAM uses for their community systems is the multi-systematic therapy and trauma-focused cognitive behavioral therapy. And those just really try to help families overcome any obstacles or barriers that they're facing. So if a family comes in for food, it's important to know what else is going on with that family that led them there, and try and see in what other ways HAAM can assist them. And by using these type of interventions, they're able to pinpoint those issues on a global level, global development level. So, and also HAAM provides financial counseling and coaching to low-income families that are struggling with their finances. And so that's another type of intervention for this community system. And they help these families develop budgeting skills and saving skills, and even enhance their credit scores. So that's an important part of an intervention for that level. All right, let's look at theoretical perspectives. When working with low-income families, it's important to explore a variety of theoretical perspectives that can help us understand the complex challenges that may be affecting the families, and then help build successful solutions customized to those specific needs. At HAAM, one of the perspectives used is the ecological systems theory, which emphasizes understanding the different systems that impact an individual's development, such as family, school, community, and their cultural settings. Another perspective used at HAAM is a strength-based approach, which focuses on recognizing and enhancing the strengths and resources of families. Practitioners work with families to identify their goals and strengths and collaborate on a strategy to attain those goals. This approach enhances the family's confidence and feeling of autonomy over their lives. And then we use an eco map, and you create a visual representation of the person's family and social environments and their ties to the community. And then there's also the family systems theory. It's an important perspective at HAAM, which stretches the interconnection of family members and how the family influences individual behaviors and development. And so by gaining an awareness of the family's communication patterns and responsibilities and limits, HAAM workers can discover additional areas of strength, and maybe other areas that need improvement. Another thing is cultural competence. This is something that they definitely push, especially us on our interns that are students, and we're new to this this level of helping clients. Cultural competence is when refers to the capacity to collaborate successfully with people and families of various cultural origins. And dealing with rural communities, that is particularly important, because we have to be sensitive to their differences and even more aware of them. HAAM workers analyze how cultural elements may influence a family's experiences, and then build interventions and treatments that are sensitive to those cultural values and beliefs. Okay, let's move on. Factors within and across groups. HAAM recognizes, just piggyback off of cultural competence, HAAM recognizes the importance of diversity and difference in serving low-income families. The agency considers various aspects, including gender, ethnicity, race, age, socioeconomic status, and sexual orientation, when they're offering or tailoring services to support those unique needs of each family. Each family looks different, and so we have to be conscious of that and supportive of that. HAAM's leadership is demonstrated through its use of evidence-based practices and appropriate evaluations, ensuring that the workers are using the most up-to-date and effective approaches when working with clients in rural areas. For instance, the transdisciplinary model of evidence-based practice, I had a great picture of it that I made, a graph of it that I made, and I put it in my report, and I was not able to include it in this PowerPoint. However, it looks really good, so trust me on that one. So anyways, the transdisciplinary model of evidence-based practice emphasizes collaboration and adaptability when integrating research into practice. Additionally, this helps with formatting assessments and how you consider the needs and the circumstances of the particular population that you're servicing. And so, as I mentioned, that means just always taking into account the unique needs and circumstances of the community. And this helps achieve everyone's goals, the organization's goals, the family's goals, and it's just a good practice all around. Okay, so now we're going to talk about critical thinking. Critical thinking is a crucial aspect of the social work practice. It's used in various ways to ensure the best possible outcomes for clients. Social workers use critical thinking skills such as assessment and adaptability, evaluation to assess and understand clients' needs, values, and aspirations. By analyzing client information, social workers can accurately determine the client's lifestyles and develop interventions tailored to those needs. Also, critical thinking just enables workers to identify possible obstacles for clients to achieve their goals and evaluate the merits and limitations of the different intervention options. And select the most suitable one plan from that. At HAAM, social workers use critical thinking to anticipate potential consequences and adapt those strategies accordingly. It's an important part of this field, and it's an important part of what HAAM needs to accomplish in creating successful interventions for clients. Okay, so now we're going to talk about empirical research, practice, and evaluation. Social workers at HAAM actively consume up-to-date research and use evidence-based practice, as I mentioned, to design effective interventions and treatments for their clients. They advocate for policy and program reforms and connect donors, stakeholders outside of their agency. They connect with stakeholders outside of their agency to better understand the community needs and what resources are available for their clients. The agency employs the stakeholder theory and including normative, integrative, and empirical stakeholder theory to guide their decision-making processes and establish relationships with other organizations and community groups, particularly with the school. We work very closely with Humble ISD with getting help for students. They have a program at HAAM called OY, Operation Youth, and it's just to get people, children or teenagers, young people, young adults that are struggling on the right path, essentially, and giving them options start from a good age to accomplish your dreams, whether it's to go back to school or to learn a trade or whatever the case may be. And I just think that is, once again, HAAM being a leader in the community and using the research and knowing that the impact they can have on young people's life of a certain age and getting in there at the right time. And so I really love that approach. Okay, so my passion for social work, coupled with my diverse background, I got my undergrad in corporate communication and global business, I think has equipped me with unique skills to advocate for the vulnerable populations that HAAM services. and I can help foster positive change in the community. My practical experience, I previously interned at Family Time Crisis and Counseling Center, and I think I've been able to hone my critical thinking and cultural competence skills from those experiences, along with my effective communication and ability to connect with clients and colleagues from diverse backgrounds. That's really important to me. I've also taken on leadership roles during my practicum at HAAM by contributing to program development and leading community outreach initiatives. I really saw that a lot of people were coming in for resumes, and I just thought that it would be really good to establish like a workflow chart, so we know when someone comes in, we immediately do a skills assessment, and if they want to do employment or look at employment services, we can do a skills assessment. We can from there generate a new resume, and then after that, the next step would be to just provide job searching techniques. So I'm really proud of myself that I took that initiative to create that work chart flow. It looks really cool. Again, I wish I wasn't able to put that in this report, but I just thought that was another clear sign of taking on a leadership opportunity and empowering clients and advocating for their needs with compassion and expertise. My work at at HAAM has been focused on affecting change in rural communities by by being part of programs that improve access to the social services. So I definitely want as many people that the grants that are given to HAAM would allow us to accept. So like it's important to let the community know what resources are available. I noticed that a lot of people, when they hear about HAAM, if we did any community outreach stuff, they assumed we were just a food pantry and didn't know that we also offer counseling, mental health counseling. And as I mentioned, the OY, so opportunity youth and job training and even internships, separate from the ones for the school interns. It's just so much that is out there for these clients, for this community. So it's definitely important that we highlight the research and to discuss what the issues are in Humboldt as far as affordable and available rental housing and how that's affecting these communities in general. Like if you can't afford your rent, you can't afford to eat, you're living in your car. These are real issues that are impacting these communities, and HAAM has to be the leader in addressing those things. Particularly housing affordability and accessibility. HAAM's commitment to providing wraparound services and resources is spectacular. This addressing social and economic issues, providing job training, all of that boils down to, as I mentioned, the ultimate goal, which is self-sufficiency. How can people become independent? How can they become stable? How can they get stable employment so that they have stable housing? So by addressing these social and economic issues, HAAM is helping to break the cycle of poverty. And it's not just that individual, it's entire families just lifted out of poverty. It's not a small thing what HAAM has been able to accomplish. It's very important, and I think could be a model for other organizations, and hopefully moving forward when I start working, that I hope to work for an organization like HAAM. I'm just so impressed. Conclusion. HAAM's commitment to providing wraparound services is, like I said, just amazing. HAAM's success in addressing clients' fundamental needs is evident through the use of the advanced generalist problem-solving method. The agency uses lots of different techniques, and definitely incorporate lots of research into interventions to help develop individualized solutions to these are really complex issues that are affecting most of the country, and HAAM wants to be the leader in this community, and I believe that they're doing so, addressing the needs of local income low income families. This approach fosters self-efficiency among its clients. And overall, the work that they're doing is highly effective. The agency is making a significant impact on the area, not just on a micro level, but going out there and advocating on a macro level, going out there and talking to community board members and community leaders, and letting them know that what the needs are of the clients, what the needs are of the agency to support those clients, and the urgency of it, and those things. All those things matter, and I'm so impressed. I've been really grateful for this opportunity to work with HAAM. If they would hire me, that would be amazing. And I'm just grateful for the learning that I've been able to accomplish here. I want to say thank you to, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you for watching my video. Thank you to SFA. I'm very glad to be finishing my educational career right here at this very moment. And I'm very excited for the future. And I thank you all for making me a better social worker. Thank you so much for watching.